multiplication with two-digit numbers, the traditional method. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what is it. Multiplication is adding equal groups or adding a number to itself a number of times. Why? Helps with fractions, can help determine the amount of ingredients you need in a recipe if you increase it. Interesting fact, mosquitoes prefer people with type O blood. Traditional method, if you follow these 4 steps, you will be golden. So first step, multiply the units place value to the top row. Step 2, write the x down for the empty 0. Step 3, multiply the tens place value to the top row. Step 4, add the numbers. There's going to be 3 examples. And then it'll be your turn. Each example is going to be a little bit different than the last. So let's go ahead and get started with example 1. So 4 times 5, we're doing that because we're multiplying the units place value to the top row, which gives me 20. We're going to rearrange it to see how many tens we have. We have 2 tens with 0 left over, so that is why we carry the 2 and bring down the 0. Now we multiply the 4 to the tens place value. So we do 4 times 4, and don't forget the 2. So we need to add that, which gives me 18. There's nothing else to multiply, so we just bring down the 18. And my final answer is 180. Let's take a look at example 2. This time we have 53 times 26, so we have 2 digits times 2 digits. Now we're going to go ahead and get started with this 6 and multiply to the units, which is 6 times 3, which is 18. We are going to rearrange 18 as 10 and 8. So we bring up the 10. We have 1 full 10, which we're going to place above the 5. And the 8 goes below. So now we need to multiply the last digit on that row, which is the 5. But you need to do 6 times 5 plus 1, which gives me 31. And then we're going to bring it down because there's nothing else to multiply. So next step is we're going to go ahead and do the 2. Before that, we need to go ahead and put the x below the 8. Why do we put that there? Because 2 is in the tens place value. So the answer must be in the tens place value as well. So let's go ahead and get started. We get 2 times 3, which is 6. So you don't, and then you can carry you don't have to put the 0 above the 5. It's just there to help you realize there's nothing to carry. So now we need to multiply 2 times 5 and add 0, which is 10. There's nothing else to multiply, so we're just going to bring it straight down. Now we're going to add these 2 numbers together. Remember that the x is just a 0, so we do 8 plus 0, which is 8. Now we need to add the next place value, which is 1 plus 6, which is 7. Now we need to add the next one, which is 3 plus 0, which is 3. And then the last one, 0 plus 1, which is 1. So my final answer is 1,378. I'm going to take one more example. Example 3, 68 times 47. So we're going to go ahead and do 7 times 8, which is 56. We're going to rearrange it to 50 plus 6. That means we have 5 full tens and 6 left over. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the 5 and bring down the 6. So now we need to multiply the last place value, which is 6, and add the 5, and you get 47. Since there's nothing else to multiply, bring it down, and now we need to multiply. First, before we do that, we need to put the x in below the 6, because once again, the 4 is in the tens place value. So the answer that must be in the tens place value as well. So now we need to multiply 4 times 8, which is 32. Rearrange it so we have 3 full tens and 2 left over. So we carry the 3 and bring down the 2. So now we need to multiply by the last place value in that row. So 4 times 6 plus 3, which is 27. There's nothing else in that row to multiply, so we bring it down. So now we have to add these numbers together. Remember, the x represents a 0. So we do 6 plus 0, which is 6. Bring down the 6. Now we do 7 plus 2, which is 9. Bring down the 9. And we have 4 plus 7, which is 11. So we have 10 plus 1. So we carry the 10, bring down the 1. My next step is 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So bring it down. And my final answer is 3,196. Okay, now it is your turn. There's 4 examples for you to try. So you should pause the video before I show you the answers in 3, 2, and 1. Here are the answers. If you got them correct, well done. If you didn't, there's always tomorrow. No worries.